Lesson 108 is about fractional percents. A percent doesn't have to be a perfect whole number like 4%. 4%. It could be 4.5%. How do I show that as a decimal number? Still not a whole number. Still a percent. How do I make the percent sign go away? Divide by 100, because when I created percents, I'd multiplied by 100. So to divide, I'm going to move the decimal over twice and put a 0 if I need to. So the final number of 4.5% is 0.045. Let's try that again with a real small percent. 0.05%, real small percentage, less than 1%. What is that as a non-percent? Let's get this percent sign gone. Decimal move to the left or to the right? To the left, revealing that this number is actually 0.0005. Finally, what about in fractional form, a percent less than 1? 3/20. First of all, what's my next step? To turn this into a number like this one, divide 3 by 20 in your calculator. Comes out to 0.15. Easiest part to get screwed up on these. If it tells you to write the percent as a decimal number, don't forget that when I turn this into a decimal, this is still a percent, and the big part of the problem is still there, dividing by 100, which turns it into 0.0015. Normally, when you're going from percent to a decimal number, it's going to create a small number. Just like when we turned a number like 15 into a percentage, it got a lot bigger. It turned into 1500% because we were multiplying by 100. So the decimal is going to be moving to the left now as we do these. Let's try this with a word problem. You read the word problem to the bottom. Meanwhile, I'm going to write our formula. Percent of a number is a number. Now let's plug in our numbers. What is the percent? 4.5%. 4.5% over 100. Don't forget that this is a percent. Don't forget we still have this 100 here that's going to ultimately turn it into a regular number for us. Times what's it of? Of 1,200 is the total number of students, and then what we're looking for is that B. What is 4.5% of the total number of students, 1,200? How do I get the percent to go away? Assess this, and that will take away the percent, leaving me with 0.045 times by 1,200 equals B. I screwed that up like 3 lessons in a row here. I've recorded this lesson. I kept either forgetting the percent sign or forgetting that the 100 would go away after I've assessed the percent sign. So write it as 4.5% over 100, and then make the 100 take the percent sign away, leaving me with 0.045 times the number equaling a number. To finish this off, it's real easy. The 100's already gone, so you just multiply these two numbers, and that answer actually comes out nice and even to 54. What is 54? 54 students who don't brush enough out of the 1,200 total enrollment. And that's gross. Everyone should be brushing their teeth enough. No excuse for that. For practice problems, you need to just complete the table by turning the percents into a decimal and then into a fraction. For example, you've got the decimal fraction, decimal percent. 0.04% is the first one you need to do. I'm going to have you do all A through F, but I'll give you the first one to just get you started. 0.04%. We've already got it in a decimal. Divide it by 100, moves your decimal 2 to the left. Now you have a 0.004 is no longer a percentage. It is a decimal number, and that's what it's going to be looking for. And then problem set 108 for tomorrow is Wednesday.